we're not accustomed talking about it, but it happens to a lot of us in here. Yes or no? So, as a teacher, I've seen a lot of us come down to the office because we're so in pain and we have to go home because of our painful cramps. And you know, it really reminds me of my time of when I was here at SJC. I too had bad cramps and I had to go home. Even now, as an adult, I would have to sometimes sleep because of bad cramps. And I decided, enough is enough. It's time for me to really learn about what's going on inside of my body. Not only for me, but for you as well. So this evening I am elated to share with you on menstrual cramps, what causes it, and ways to manage it most effectively. Because I believe menstrual cramps should not be the reason for us to miss out on life, right? We should feel in control of our health. So let's start. What causes menstrual cramps? So we know that every month, it may sound like a little bit like a biology class, yeah? How much of us like the science? Okay, at least we have one, but to everybody else, I hope I'm interesting enough for you to pay attention. So we know every month, the lining of our uterus, it shrinks, right? And then we have our period. And what happens is that for that shredding to occur, our uterus, it contracts, right? And there is a particular hormone that is released based on that contraction. It is called prostaglandins. You think we can pronounce that? Yes, prostaglandins, right? So these are hormones that are responsible, that triggers that contraction within our uterus. And as a result, we feel that pain in our abdomen. And according to Mayo Clinic, it says that the intensity of those contractions is based on our individual body chemistry. I know that you know some people, they don't even know when their period is on. Yes or no? And then you know some people like me, you know the cramps on you, you can really feel that pain. And that is based on how much your body produces prostaglandins. So the more your body produces that, the more contractions you have, and therefore the more severe the cramps are. So that is why we have cramps. But there are some people, the cramps is so bad, they have to go to the hospital. Do you know that? And that is because they may have underlying issues. And I'll speak about two. The first one is this one. Endometriosis. Have you ever heard about that? So I'm so happy you're here because you're getting to learn. So what it is that your uterus has a particular lining, and that lining is now outside, growing outside of the uterus. And remember that lining is responsible for shredding and contracting. So what happens is that you have contraction in your uterus and you will have contraction outside of your uterus. So therefore it's like double pain right there. So that is endometriosis. So next one, and I think you maybe heard about this one. This one is a common one. Fibroids. Yeah, we kind of hear that before? Yes. But do we know what it is exactly? Exactly, it does as well, it does that. So what happened is that according to the Cleveland Clinic, it defines fibroids as growths, non-cancerous growths outside of the uterus or inside of the uterus. And it varies in size, it can be in different locations down there. And what happens is that the larger it is or the more numerous makes your cramps more painful, and also it can make your bleeding heavy. And I know these things, it sounds really awful, but as young ladies, it's imperative that you know about these two especially, because once you realize you're starting to experience that level of pain when it comes to cramps, it's because it could be either of these, and it's maybe time to tell mommy it's time to bring you to the doctor. So we spoke about how we get the cramps. Now, how can we manage the cramps? The first thing that we know we can't get rid of it, right? We know experiencing our period is a part of our life, yes? If I had to choose, I would have preferred not to, but the Lord said, let us live, okay? But we can't eliminate it, so we have to manage it. Usually the go-to thing would be painkillers, but this evening I really want to discuss some natural remedies. So according to the American College of Gynecologists, they suggest to exercise. I know, right? When I saw that, I was like, no way. Because you don't feel like exercising in the first place when you're in pain. And it doesn't have to be like a full-on workout, but they say do a little walk or do a little stretch. And what it does, apparently, it increases blood flow. And that increase in blood flow produces a hormone called endorphins. I don't know if you've ever heard of endorphins. And endorphins are the body's natural pain relief. So that's one. Two, hydration. Ensure when you're cramping up, you drink water. Because well-hydrated muscles are not likely to cramp. Three, use your hot water bottle. Hot heat therapy really works. Because a study in the journal of Women's Health found that applying heat on your stomach, what it does, again, it increases your blood flow, and it also tells those muscles there, relax, you don't need to be cramping up at this moment. So the heat, what it does, it soothes it. So I would tell you to invest in it. I have one, it's in a nice fluffy case so it doesn't burn me, because when you put this around here, it can burn me. I got it in the pharmacy, so that's what you can invest in. And they say it works just as good as if you were to take the painkiller. So that's something you should try. So that's it in terms of managing the physical aspect of it. One thing I would like to speak about is managing the emotional part of having cramps. We know having cramps is a frustration. Anybody in here like to have cramps? No, it's a frustration. And for me, what used to happen is that before, what I want to encourage us, is to track our period. Do we track it? Or not? What do you use? Flow, me too. So before I didn't used to track it, right? I thought my period used to just come when you want all over the place. So I would plan certain events, or want to go out with friends, want to do this, want to do that. Then I realized I have to tell persons I can't come because I'm not feeling well. I'm already feeling sick, and that making me feel more depressed because I can't be with my friends. And what happened is that from tracking, I realized that my period usually comes at the ending of the month or the beginning of a new month. And that is the time, I want to have an epiphany, I get my life together, set new goals for the month, but I'm not in the right mental state to do that. So I stopped putting pressure on myself and to realize that during that week, just rest, just relax this week. Drinking water, using hot water bottle. So ladies, menstrual cramps are a common experience that many of us face, but they should not control our lives. By understanding what causes it, and by utilizing the ways that you just learned from me how to manage it, I think we're in a better position to take control of our health. Remember, it's okay to ask questions about all of this, what's going on in our body. It's okay to seek answers. It's okay to go to the doctor. It's okay for us to share what works for us, because we do not want cramps to hold us back from living a full life. remind you you're not alone on this journey of womanhood. Thank you.